Steve. Well, a lot has been happening in D.C. lately. So today we have D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith here now to delve deeper into many of the initiatives that's happening for the city, including the city's new crime law and everything that goes along with that. Chief Smith, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 5.
Thank you for having me.
I want to begin first with the shooting that happened just over the weekend. You have 7 people shot, 2 killed in that shooting in the Shaw area. Right. What's the latest on the search for suspects?
So thank you so much for answering that question. First, let me start by thanking the public. We have received so many tips from witnesses, videos, and of the like to help support us in this space. What we do know is that this was an intentional incident between a group of individuals. We have identified that, but we are still looking through videos. As late as last night, our detectives are still combing through videos. What we would ask is that if there's anyone out there in the public who has any information specifically related to this incident, we are asking you to send a text to 50411 to support us in this space. The public has been really, really helpful in this space thus far.
And we understand that the city has certainly grappled with crime, certainly last year, sparking even a resurgence of a initiative and a franchise that we have here to look deeper into what has happened. The crime numbers seem to be taking downward. What do you contribute to that?
Well, a couple of different things. First of all and foremost, I attribute it to our officers. I think our Metropolitan Police Department officers are doing a fabulous job every single day. They're in places and spaces where we expect them to be. So I want to give attributes to them. The second piece is the different initiatives that we've launched. Operation Atlas is a force multiplier or a mobile force unit that we have at night that we look at our data and we analyze it on a 7-day basis, and we have those officers reassigned and repositioned across the district to really to address quality of life crime. And then this year we also initiated a homicide reduction partnership plan with a lot of our federal agencies. What you've heard Mayor Bowser speak about on many occasions was the entire ecosystem being in this space to help us to address public safety. And I believe, and I'm very confident in this, is that those initiatives that we have launched in those areas have helped us to drive down crime in the District of Columbia. Right now, we have a crime reduction in homicides of -32%, our assault with dangerous weapons -23%, a reduction in crime in our carjackings is a -21%, and our overall crime and violent crime is -7%. I know a lot of folks may not think that that's good, but from where we've come from, to be at a reduction in crime from this same time last year is a significant increase. And again, I don't celebrate those small wins because I know we have a long way to go, but I do attribute that to the ecosystem that Mayor Bowser has continued to talk about being in this space and supporting the Metropolitan Police Department. One of the factors that I know moving forward that will be very instrumental is the fact that the mayor, as well as Deputy Mayor Lindsay Appiah and Councilmember Pinto, worked very feverishly on this bill for Secure DC, and that is certainly an instrumental piece of legislation that is going to help us support not only how we address crime, but also support our officers in this space.
With the Secure Crime DC now into law, there are many concerns out there regarding these drug-free zones. There are 3. Some are worried about profiling, over-policing. What have you noticed since it's been enforced, and what do you say to those concerns?
So what I will say to those concerns, this is never our intent. I mean, as police officers, we have a responsibility to provide public safety, right? I've listened to the community. The mayor has listened to the community members. We continue to look for different avenues in order for us to address crimes. The drug-free zones is certainly something that has been on the books for laws and legislation. It was repealed, and now it's just being reintroduced, right? And so what our job is to ensure that we are disrupting that kind of behavior in those spaces, and we will continue to do that. We initiated or launched the drug-free zones in 3 areas. I have personally gone out in uniform and outside of uniform and walked those areas. I've talked to many community members, and they are very excited. As a matter of fact, my email is overwhelmed with requests for more drug-free zones across the District of Columbia. We will be launching 2 more additional drug-free zones starting tomorrow. We'll get the notifications out sometime today so people would know that it's coming in our 3rd district and in our 4th district. And I have the availability, thanks to this law, to declare other drug-free zones across the District of Columbia. It is never our intent to go out and to make mass arrests. That's not the intent. What I will say to you is that I have observed, we've observed, that the members of the community are obeying the law.
What about getting and then retaining more officers? Much has been said about the lack of having enough on our city streets.
From the recruitment piece, we know we have to recruit, right? That is evident. Right now, we have 3,323 officers assigned to the Metropolitan Police Department, and I launched a in-person recruitment team last year. We've seen our numbers increase in our recruitment classes. Right now, we have 147 recruits at our academy that are waiting to get out on the street. So that's a number that I think we will be able to retain, excuse me. And then when we talk about retention of our officers, because that's really important too. One of the things that I will say is that this same time last year, we thought this year we would have a significant reduction in our numbers, but we've been maintaining over the last 8 months with the numbers that we have, and that's a positive thing. And so with this in-person recruitment team, they have been given a task to not only recruit here in the district, but outside of the district. So if you know of anyone who would like to join the Metropolitan Police Department, I will direct you to our website at joinmpd.dc.gov. We are hiring.
While you're here, we recently reported the delay in starting the Real-Time Crime Center. Where does that stand? I know that will be like 24/7 surveillance and will help you in reducing crime.
So what I will say is that we have folks in the seat right now. It is not fully operational just yet because we need to obtain this piece of technology that has been a delay. We're hoping to receive it within the next couple of weeks, and then we will try to move forward with making sure we integrate that technology and then move forward with kind of a ribbon cutting or an opening of the Real-Time Crime Center probably within the next month or so. And certainly apologize to the community because I know the community have been sitting on the edge of their seat waiting for it. I'm waiting for it, but you know how sometimes these things happen when it comes to delay. I want to make sure that when we open this Real-Time Crime Center, that not only is it fully operational, but it's going to be the best Real-Time Crime Center in the region.
All right, Chief Smith, thank you so much for joining us. We didn't have nearly enough time, but we were able to at least get you on some of the highlights and the top points for many of our viewers out there. We appreciate you, the work that you do for the entire department.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
All right.